Hello my friends, this is Michael again. Today is December 14, 2014. Today I'm making a review of the Canon VIXIA HF G30, the top of the line consumer camera of Canon. Here is a front view of the camera without the lens hood attached, and on the left you see the OLED display. This camera is packed with features which makes it more feel like a professional camera and not a consumer camera. It's a fantastic piece of camera. This camera has a 20 times optical zoom, which provides a 35mm equivalent of 26.8mm to 576mm zoom. What is really great about this camera is that you can shoot at the widest angle at a great and bright f1.8 aperture. This aperture goes to f2.8 when you zoom in all the way. A programmable lens ring can be used to either zoom in or focus manually onto the object. But in order to switch back and forth between zoom or focusing, you don't have to plow through a lot of menus. Here in the back of the camera is a mechanical switch which allows you, without going through any menus, to switch between zoom and focus for the lens ring. But I'm keeping my lens ring on focus because the rocker here for the zoom is doing a great job. Yeah, it's easy to access when you hold your camera, so no need to use the lens ring for the zoom. This camera shoots 1080p at 60, 30 or 24 frames per second. And you can do it both in AVCHD or MP4. MP4 is very easy to utilize when you want to upload videos, for example, to YouTube or Facebook. When it comes to bit rates, this camera tops out at 28 megabits per second in AVCHD and 35 megabits per second in MP4. This camera has Wi-Fi built in, but absolutely no internal memory, absolutely nothing. This camera has two card slots. You can simultaneously record to both cards at the same time in both formats. So you can keep one high definition copy and one maybe lower resolution copy for your web upload. And of course, you can use the two slots, the two cards, for relay recording. This camera has 5 programmable buttons, so you can program to do them whatever you want without going through the menus. Here's 1, 2, then down here are 2 more, 1, 2, and the 5th one is here. So whatever you want to access directly without going through the menu, you can program it. This camera has a 3.5-inch OLED display. It is very crisp, very clear. Usually I do not like those touch screens. Yes, it is a touch screen, but this one is very responsive. It really launches very fast applications when you touch it. Yeah, I like it. Maybe I convert and go over to touchscreen. Another great thing about this camera, it has a viewfinder, a real viewfinder. So when you're outside in the sun and you cannot see anything anymore on the touchscreen, you just pull out the viewfinder, it turns on. You can even angle it up 45 degrees for easier viewing. And up front at the camera there is a cold shoe. And towards the back of the camera is a hot shoe. A hot shoe which provides power to devices like external microphones or camera lights. The built-in microphones, stereo of course, record in 16-bit LPCM format. The quality of these microphones is great. Yeah, I have already created some videos and the sound is astounding. As you can see, this camera is packed with features. It's a great camera. But look at it. It is bigger than a normal, a standard consumer camera. It's a little bit bulky and it is heavier. Yeah, it is a lot heavier than one of those cheapo consumer cameras. But when you hold it, it feels very comfortable. The grip is very good and the built-in optical image stabilization is really making every video shoot very smooth. Absolutely smooth. So here I have attached now the lens hood to this camera. In Southern California at a sunny day you always should have the lens hood on the camera. Makes it a little bit more bulky but also makes it a little bit more interesting looking. If you're not sure what the purpose of this lens hood is, the main purpose is to block light hitting the lens from an angle. You have probably seen photos or videos where sunlight is causing a flare or a sunspot. If you want to reduce or eliminate the type of effect, then you want to use a lens hood, as the lens hood is designed to block light from those angles. The battery pack that comes with the VIXIA HF G30 is the BP-820 model. When fully charged, it displays the approximate runtime to be about 170 minutes. Of course, the true runtime can vary depending on using other functions such as zooming, brightness of the OLED display and using accessories like for example a microphone or a camera light that shares the power of the camcorder. And here on top you see the auto, manual, cinema recording mode selector. In auto mode the camera has most of its automated features turned on, such as image stabilizer and autofocus. It also auto-selects the various shutter speeds, aperture and gain to achieve the best recording. In manual mode you can have more control over your camcorder settings. A wide range of options are available to adjust the shutter speeds, aperture, gain, various modes of the image stabilizer, focus settings, color and contrast settings and more. Cinema modes adds a special effects to your videos while you're shooting. These include cinema, vivid, dream, cool, nostalgic, sepia, old movies, memory and of course black and white. And there's another cool feature this camera has. It is called pre-recording. What does pre-recording mean? Pre-recording means that the camera is always storing 3 seconds of your video. That means even when you don't don't press the stop button here, the camera stores 3 seconds of your video. When you now press the start and stop button, of course you have to activate pre-recording first. When you've activated pre-record button and you press the start and stop button, it actually starts 3 seconds earlier, 3 seconds before you have pressed the start and stop button. It sounds a little bit confusing, I know. Well, an example. Let's say you are on a boat and you're watching whales. You want to see and you want to record when a whale is jumping out of the water. Of course, the whole scene from beginning to end. When you now just wait until the whale is coming out, you press the record button, the start button, you miss the first couple of seconds. Yeah, it takes a while to press a button and the camera is doing its thing and to start everything. Pre-record already has recorded the first 3 seconds. The whole session, the whole recording starts 3 seconds before you press the buttons. And so you see everything from the second the whale starts to jump out of the water. Alright, I hope I have made myself clear with this a little bit strange example. But this is pre-recording. I used it already, it is great. So my friends, that's it. This was my quick brief review of the Canon VIXIA HF G30. It is a great camera. I love it. I just got it a couple of days ago. I have already shot 2 videos with it, which are already put on the YouTube channel. One video is Montrose Christmas Parade 2014. You really should watch it. It's shot at night, and there you can see that it's an excellent camera to shoot at night. Well, you need at least a little bit of light, of course, yeah. It's not a night shot camera, yeah, but it looks great. And then, of course, I made another video, another review of my Samsung plasma TV with this camera. Yeah, the optical image stabilization is fantastic. Much better than the optic image stabilization of my Canon VIXIA HF M52, which I'm using here right now. So, well friends, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my little video here. When you have any questions, anything, give me a holler, write me a comment, and of course, please don't forget to like my little video. I really would like that. And well, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Sunday. This is Michael. Please look out for my next video. Bye bye.